What's my homies, DJ80 here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of my new booth cover. And I bought this from Custom Design Covers as well. So let me just give you an explanation of where I'm at. So like many people, I own this Gorilla DBS Lite booth. It's also made by, well, it's made from the same place in China, but don't tell the anti-China people that. But it's also branded under Equinox, Vonix, Thor as well. So many people have this booth. It comes with two sets of scrims already, black and white scrims. And I primarily use the black scrims on it. In fact, I have never used the white scrims so far. But I have moved now into school discos. And that's primarily all my work. I kind of don't really do many private adult events anymore through choice. And I enjoy doing the school discos. And so I wanted something that could advertise whilst I'm there. So I know a lot of people who do schools and kids events have the banners. So they'll have a banner at the side of their rig. And I think it rolls up on a stand. But for me, I didn't want to go down that route. I just felt it was too much like party entertainer, which I'm not. I'm more of a DJ who does a little bit of interaction with the kids rather than primarily a party entertainer who rocks up with a laptop and plays songs. So I do more DJing at my kids' events. And I just felt that the banner was too party entertainerish. So I was looking for another option. And the Custom Design Covers actually came up on my TikTok feed, and they said they had a promotion on in November for Black Friday, that kind of stuff. So I checked out the website, which is here. So this is their website. I think they've actually changed it since November. I'm doing this video in January. It looks a bit different and they've got more visuals on it. But that's who they are, and that's their website there. And so I mentioned to the guy, I said on his TikTok video, I said, well, I'm going to send you an inquiry over email today, because he was talking about Black Friday discounts. And the price I got quoted for my designed cover was £180. So I don't know if that includes a discount or not, but I've looked on the site today and you get a little pop-up saying 15% off. And they do say on here that the cover starts from £170 for this cover. So the price I paid was £180. And I sent them some instructions. I just said, look, I want it to say Just School Discos hosted by DJ80. I sent them an email. And I said, you go ahead and design it. I'm not prissy about the exact fonts and stuff that you use. This is all I needed to say, and I want it to be in red as well, which is my Just School Discos colour. And they got back to me within a couple of days, and they sent me this proof of artwork, because they actually asked you to send the artwork, and for that kind of money, I'm not doing that. I'll tell you what I want and you send it to me, which they did within a few days. They sent me an invoice. I paid it within the hour, and they do say on their website and on all their advertising, it's about a 4 to 5 week turnaround. And it did come, I think it came within about 5 weeks. I was actually away over Christmas and I had to get Royal Mail to save it until I was back. So, but I think it was about 5 weeks turnaround time. So it was what they said. So let me show you what I got. So this is the packaging that it comes in, and you can see there my postponed date sticker, and it also has a return address, which is in England as well. So it's just a your standard sort of plasticky bag type cover, but it is done by Royal Mail and it is tracked as well. So they haven't cheaped out on the postage. So let's open it up and take a look at this custom designed booth cover. So once you open the packaging, the cover comes in its own little zipped case. I'm going to need 2 hands for that. at the moment I've just opened it up and to see what it looks like. So far it looks good. It's got these plastic straps, you know, the stretchy stuff, elastic straps on the back, and then on each corner it's got them, one on that corner and one on that corner, so they are adjustable. But I don't understand why they're on there yet. So let's put it on the booth and see what it looks like. Okay, I'm already struggling with this. So it has some sort of plastic bit inside, which is good because it's on the corners. So I've got one on there, and there's one on the bottom here. But I can't get this one all the way over, and I'm really concerned about ripping it. Let me show you what it looks like from the front. So that's what it looks like at the top. You see how tight that is on the corners there. But more importantly, look at that. It's not center, is it? So let me just show you the proof work that I agreed from them. So just to clarify, this is the artwork that I agreed. So that's the front of the booth, and that's what it looks like on the booth. So you can see it's much more centered there. So this is a really tight fit, and what I think I'm going to do is, because I absolutely do not want to tear it in any way, is I'm going to have a go at undoing these a little bit and seeing if I can get a bit more slack out of it, so I can make it a bit looser, because it's on there so tight, and I don't want to wreck it. So I'm going to just spend 10 minutes fiddling about with those and see if I can loosen it up. Okay, so I'm really struggling with this at the moment. I've got all my booth all lined up as tight as possible. I have slackened off those cords, so I've moved that bit there to give me a bit more length on it. That's where it should be. This is what the corner looks like here. And as you can see there, it's not even center. And I've moved this bit over as much as I can. Really, I mean, that needs to be another few centimeters across. And I can get this corner down and around, but this last corner here, if I just show you, so it's got a little plastic pocket there to go under the corner of the booth, but I can get it to there, and I'm absolutely stretching it, and for the cost I'm reluctant to pull it too far because I don't want to tear it. Okay, well, with the help of my beautiful daughter, I have managed to get it on, but it is super tight. I mean, there is just literally zero wiggle room. And I know you can't have it too slack because you'll have the wrinkles in it if you do, but I mean, it took an awful long time to get that on. And I actually hurt my fingers trying to get it on because it was so tight there, pressure on it. But obviously you want to get the leg on the plastic bit as well. But it is now on. And the writing is now centered. So I think what I'm going to do is just leave this on for a couple of days and hope it kind of stretches a little bit, and then have a go at taking it off and putting it on again. That's my next step. Okay, so I have left this on for 4 days. So I put it on and I've just left it on. What I'm going to do now is take it off and then try and put it on again. Here's the corners, and I think we're going to have that problem no matter what booth I had, because they're designed to fold, aren't they, the booths? But yeah, let's take it off and see if I can put it on again quite quickly. Okay, so I've just got it back on. Was still a bit of a fight trying to get these bottom, well, the last final corner on, but it is on. So the next thing I've done is gently folded the booth, took it apart to see if it could fold with it on, and it can. I wasn't sure whether it would be able to or not, but yeah, it folds fine. So on to the conclusion then for this custom design covers booth cover. So they did state quite clearly that there's a 4 or 5 week turnaround. They do that on their advertising and when you go ahead and order something as well. And it was within that time remit. Now that I've worked out how to get it on, you can see that it does look as it was shown in the picture that they sent me. Also, you'll see the white there. It's not vinyl, so it's not been ironed on. The actual material here has been printed on, if you like. So that should last. Obviously, I'm not going to wash it yet. I won't wash it until I need to. But I think on a low wash, that'll probably be all right as well. And obviously, you get your little case as well, which isn't too bad. There won't be many gigs now where I use the black lycra at the back. So this will probably stay on. But I am worried about it getting marked and that in transport. So I'm going to have to be much more careful with it. If I decide to keep the cover on, which I think I probably will, because it's just too much of a faff getting it on and off because it's so tight. I think I'll probably keep the cover on, which just means when I'm transporting it in my car and stuff, I have to be extra careful. And so on to the negative points. Well, there's only a couple, I think, and part of this can't be CDC's fault because, as you see here on the corners, this is the design of the booth. So maybe had they put the little plastic thickness bits there on here, that might have been an improvement. But then I suppose you're going to spend more time putting it on, lining everything up. It all takes time. So you've got these corners here. And I think all booths have similar joints like this. But my only worry is it is, you know, with corners, they wear. Also, getting it on. Now, I'm going to sound like a whinger here, but I mean, what else could they have done? I don't think there is anything else they could have done with the design to make it easier to get on, because obviously with this lycra material, it needs to stretch in order for it to get the full effect. And so it's like, wow, if they don't stretch it enough, then it's going to sag and stuff. But it's just a bugbear. But prepare yourself, if you order one of these, prepare yourself to work around that problem. And then lastly, my biggest issue with this is the price. How can anyone get away with charging 180 quid for a piece of printed lycra? Blows my mind. And I paid it. So when I ordered this, right, I saw the guy do his video on TikTok, and it was during November, and he was like, oh yeah, we're doing our Black Friday deal. We started it early, but we'll still be doing it on Black Friday, blah, blah, blah. And so I inquired, and I got the price of 180 quid, but I stupidly did not say, does that include the Black Friday discount then? Because I responded to him on the TikTok video as well. I said to him, mate, I'm going to send you an email right now. 180 quid. Several years ago, I did a YouTube review for some scrims that you put on speaker poles, you know, like the triangular ones. They were black, and I think they were either 40 or 50 quid for a pair. And obviously they were shaped to work on speaker stands and stretch, and loads of people have had them since. And I remember quite vividly saying that was too much for 2 pieces of Lycra. For 1 piece, I don't care that it's red, I don't care that it's printed, I don't care that it took 4 or 5 weeks to turn around. £180 is just extortionate. But here's the rub, right, guys? I don't blame this guy for charging that amount of money, because at the moment, no one else does them. Okay, so he can charge whatever he wants, and it's down to you if you want to pay that. And people are. The downside to that is the moment some other guy says, I can do these booth covers and I can do them cheaper, will be the moment that everybody jumps ship. Because when you charge this much money for what is effectively a printed piece of Lycra, I have no loyalty to you. All right. I think for this particular booth, and this includes in printing, shipping, making a profit, his insurance, his overheads, I'd say at best, that is probably 60 quid. And for the slightly bigger booths that you can get, which I also do covers for, 70 quid, because it's a bit more material. The moment someone comes up and says, I can do these booth covers for 60 quid, and, you know, we'll put a design on them for you, I'm jumping ship. I'll order them. And I will have no loyalty, and I will have no problem in not ordering from CDC ever again. But I can't begrudge him the fact that there's a market there. He's the only one who's actually exploiting it, and he's charging what he wants, and that's good business. And I think if we're all being honest, many of you, not me personally, I've got morals, but many of you would probably do the same if you were in that position. So I'm not knocking the guy. All I'm saying is with that kind of pricing, for what that product is, you won't get loyalty. So all the entrepreneurs out there who are wondering what to do next for their business, look into doing those. So finally then, I'm going to use it. I will keep you updated in the comment section, because I want to upload another video if I have any problems with it. At the moment, I'm not sure whether to use it or stick it in a frame and stick it on the wall. And now I'm looking at his website, by the way, and he's got 20% off. So maybe I was a fool for not actually saying to him when I paid for it, where's the discount? 'Cause is that £180 including a discount? How much does it cost without the discount? But more fool me. I've bought it. I've done it. I have it there. I'm going to use it, and hopefully it will do what I need it to do, and it just adds a bit of colour to my rig as well. So yep. Custom design covers, booth cover. I'm going to go and sell a kidney. I'll leave it to you. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, give it a like and share if you enjoyed it.